Yes. Monday. Topic is J Prince, Amigos beat offset beef. Yeah, it's man. I know this was about to take off. I know this beef was about to, get ready to go because it seemed like, you know, uh, we're gonna talk about a lot of things tonight. But what's good, y'all? Monday, virtual topic at night. Talk about this offset, J Prince. You know what I mean? Multi J Prince and Takeoff. Not Takeoff, I keep saying my bad. Offset. You know what I mean? He's saying his people got hit up and a whole lot of stuff. And yeah, it's going down. So we're gonna talk about that. Have a couple of videos. We'll talk about the interview and a whole lot of shebang bang. Give me a second. Crazy in the street. Crazy. Crazy in the streets, man. So yeah, we're gonna get to this. Bottom of this, and we're gonna talk about this live action. Let's get into the story. Hold up. All right. All right. Get into this. Monday, Get into this. All right. All right. What's good, everybody? Um, yeah, so we got some shit happening at the Grammys. We got the whole yeah, as I talked about this story. I did this, when Takeoff died, I said, yo, this is gonna be a whole lot of bad blood, and Offset's gonna feel some type of way, like it's Quavo's fault, and yeah, we see what's going on right now. This is getting crazy. We gonna get into that. Let me get up this. Get up into this thing here. Yeah, we gonna talk about them people. I say, hey, man, I said it before. They ain't nothing to play with, and it's about to go. It's about to get real up in this side. It's about to get real. So we get into this, and I'm gonna get into this story. I'm gonna get with it. There's a lot going on in these streets right now. J Prince made a threat publicly. So a lot of stuff going on, y'all. A lot of stuff going on. So let's get into it. Videos over here that I want to. Madness out here. J Prince out here basically threaten Offset publicly. So it's crazy. Crazy. So we're gonna get into those videos, but otherwise though, shout out to everybody. I hope y'all had a good weekend. And yeah, I had a good week before, a good week, and I hope you had a good one that's coming up. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's going on. Garrett, what's good, fam? Shout out to you for coming through. Yeah, we get into this reaction, reaction about Takeoff. Takeoff. Something had to do with it to Takeoff. You know, Offset, Quavo, the whole beef. You know, I know there's a lot of people. You know, I know Offset was gonna go like, you know, was gonna go crazy, was gonna like kind of start. You know, this, you know, it seemed like, you know, he's hot right now. You know, he don't want to hear nothing. He just wants to yeah, he just wants to get to the bottom and see what's going on. He got a problem with his bro. Yeah, and he's got a problem with yeah, I already know, by much respect. He's already he's already got a problem with his brother. You know what I mean? Let them two it out. You ain't gotta come trying to play like J Prince out here trying to, like, you know, he wants to bully people and tell people to be in control. Like you want dude to let it go. How are you gonna let it go? Crazy. Madness. So yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm gonna get into a couple things, and yeah. Uh, let's see, what am I getting first? We got Prince family, you know, Prince family, $1 million, you know, and yeah, they had an interview with I think Gilly. We're gonna get into that. I'm gonna talk about, you know, everything. Well, going big one. Shout out to Q though. You know, why man's with shout out to River Q. Yeah, but River Q, you see this? Oh, this beef is heating up. Nah, I mean, I said this before, right? This beef, you know, um, Offset was going to blame Quavo. And that's what's going on right now. We know about the whole backstage fight in between um, Quavo. I don't know if most of us know about it, but you know what I mean? Quavo and Offset. You know, Offset out there looking like Phantom of the Opera scene. Right, man. Yo. I want to know why they fighting. You know, why J Prince sent in threat publicly. And this performance right here, it's looked like, come on, we all know what goes on at the Grammy. We all know what they use the Grammy for. Our Grammy born on certain things. You know what I mean? They praise certain things. They worship certain things. You see what I'm saying, Q? You know, what is this, bro? Seriously? This is how you do a tribute to your, you know, and this look like you know, some other, yeah, it's crazy. You got his chain up there, and what's that supposed to mean? You know what I mean? It's crazy, fam. Wow. Shit crazy, bro. Shit, wow. This shit it's crazy. 'Cause I don't see how you know, I don't see why I didn't get that performance. And even if you're gonna do all that, like, yo, why are we fighting? We're sending a tribute to the family and we're doing all this shit, but we fighting. We all here fighting, bro. We all here fighting. Yeah, it's like like we're family, you know what I mean? And that's what, you know, I don't think me personally, I don't think Offset wanted Quavo to be out there doing all that so quick. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, and even if we do have a relationship where we got bad blood, as both of our family, like, you know what I mean? We both gotta have saying certain things. So, you know what I mean? It's crazy right here. I said this long time ago, yo. I said this a long time ago. The media, right? They only want really, only person they really want is Quavo. They don't want Offset. You know what I mean? They want somebody who they could control. The industry don't want Offset like that. You know what I mean? So, as he, you know what I mean, he does his own thing. But Jay Prince out there like on some, you know, bully shit, threatening, 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 threatening Offset. Yo, if they got a problem, You know what I mean? Let them come into. I'm pretty sure if anything happened to J Prince Jr. and someone says, "Oh, J Prince and he's starting to fight with his family member," he gonna feel something. He not gonna want nobody to talk to him. He an ignorant motherfucker, yo. And you know what I mean? You could be tough, but at the same time, remember, even in the street, we see it. Certain people are, that's what people talk about. We talk about the Joe rappers going to jail, and certain people, you could be getting the Quavo blood pressure up, turning him into a monster right now. Getting him, you know what I mean? It's making him hot. Yeah, like I don't know why you're out there threatening offset though. And they fighting. And we got now, no, this is all offset comes out looking. You know what I mean? After his people drop out like this. And I mean Quavo. This is how he comes out looking like, come on, y'all. I thought about idiot thing this year. I mean, whose idea was that? I know who these people are. Y'all know who they. You know what I mean? Who they? That's what I'm saying. I ain't gotta say nothing because I know certain things. I could see certain things. I ain't gotta say nothing. I see certain things and I know right there. Yes, Quavo is a man that can't be touched because he's protected by it. You see what I'm saying? Real shit. That's why they talk all this shit about. You know what I mean? And we all know this. I'm gonna tell you this right now. That man's well protected. See? I know what's going on with him and who he's rolling with, but he's well protected by now. That's why as I say, it's gonna be. I think it might be just one amigo right just now. You know what I mean? Because the way it's going on, this beef is about to get super, super excited right now. So let's get into this video, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Get into this video. Yeah, it's going down. Going motherfucking down. Yeah, so we'll get into this video of J Prince and them with Gilly and them talking about the whole beef, and he's pissed off. He's always mad. Like he's never satisfied. So now I keep telling y'all, he a smart ass, but he's at the same time, he's just trying to stop that bullies. You know what I mean? That's like I said, he could bully people. He could bully people in America, Canada, but he can't go to Jamaica with that shit. And niggas ain't gonna listen to you like that. That's real. Roll, y'all. Let's roll with Mr.
To the whole QC, to all his loved ones.
I don't think I don't think he should have done that. I don't think he had no right to do none of that. Bro. I don't think I don't think he should have did that. All right, that was just some straight pump. You ask me. Because yeah, fam. And threaten. So that even make you like make y'all even look more like bullies and make y'all even look more like y'all really have some part about because the nigga said not because the nigga wearing a mob tie shirt or a mob tie hat because them two niggas that had the gun was wearing mob tie. He basically said you know what I mean every nigga wearing Nike do something that had nothing to do with Nike. You know what I mean? So you say it don't have nothing to do with him. They basically do what they want to do and basically blaming it on the bodyguard, Quavo's bodyguard. But then you're taking shots at Offset. Like Offset said, who you think you is? John Gotti? Like who y'all think y'all is? Bringing up the whole situation with his come on, y'all, you can't do that's out of pocket, J Prince. Come on, we gotta have more respect. We said we gotta respect him. you know. So you don't care about how how Offset feel. So why should Quavo believe um you when you say, oh, my condolence and all that, and the family and all that whole bullshit that y'all be talking? If y'all telling him like, yeah, but this Offset nigga though, nah. Don't you ever make me feel comfortable? You know, crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy about that said personal beef. Something going on. And it's gonna come out. We gonna find out. People, somebody gonna really find out. Nobody knew the girl was. I got the girl. I see. J Prince be talking too much. Nobody knew the girl that got shot in her head was his homie's daughter. How are we supposed to believe her story and believe that she wasn't with the shit or she was just I don't know. Or she probably was beside. She probably was just sitting there talking to Takeoff. She probably just finished talking to him. He was sitting there. He was quiet. Sitting there said he was probably talking to somebody. Sitting there talking to somebody. Listen, you have security. And then they say, oh, get security. All right. So if you have securities, right? And your security can tackle somebody that got a weapon that look like they're about to come rob you or whatever. Now we seen in the video and Quavo said, yo, y'all am gonna lose my mind. I'm about to hurt somebody up in there. So was that an argument where it was, looked like he thought he was gonna get robbed? Because he was in front of Takeoff, I believe. And Takeoff, I mean, and I believe yeah, he was in front of Takeoff, and Takeoff was just standing on the wall, I guess. So, and we heard the dude said, "Who gave him the gun to do the shooting? Who gave him the gun? Because he never had one." J Prince Jr. That's why in the whole video he nervous. He's rubbing his fingers, rubbing his hand together. You know what I mean? He's trying to figure out something and trying to, it's the whole video. Y'all watch the whole video. He's going like this the whole. Just like rubbing his hand just like this. The whole video. Well, 59 minutes and 40 something seconds, I believe. Yeah, the whole video is rubbing his hand. That's when you're nervous. And you in court, you can't do all that because they're gonna say you're guilty right there. The jury's gonna find you guilty. The judge gonna find you guilty. I'm just saying. This shit happened. I mean, everyone's shaking their legs. You know what I mean? They already know you're guilty. You watching them, you doing like this, you're doing the table, you're moving your legs and whatever, and you're moving, you can't even sit straight, and you're doing all this stuff. You're nervous. You're giving yourself away to the jury and the judge. So, no, you can watch the video, J Prince Jr. The whole video is going like this. You're nervous. The whole video. And then to say he was paying for a bill. So what do you do? Give him the gun? And then go pay for the bill because you already know what's going to happen. I'm just saying. And if you're saying he's a snitch, that means you did give him the gun and y'all did shoot him by accident. Y'all wasn't trying to shoot. Really, probably was. Maybe y'all wasn't trying to shoot Takeoff. But the blood is on y'all hands. That's why y'all homie Mike had blood on his hands. crazy. So you don't play with, you don't have so much guns in one place. Paranoia, um, anxiety, panic attacks. This is why some people catch um, bodies in the hood. Every little argument and shooting, because majority of these people that are shooting people are mental health, anxiety, panic attack, or they might have some type of mental health problem, serious mental health problem, you know. So you have somebody that has a gun, and he deal with his homie, anxiety, panic attack, or whatever he's going through. He gonna see us like, oh shit. I mean, I'm to get my shit on these two niggas. You know what I mean? And if there's alcohol, weed involved, Gibby said pills, it's gonna be a problem. Then we have anxiety, drunk. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's you're panic. You know what I mean? You're everything you're gonna think. Yeah. So and I'm gonna go with the story. I'm gonna stick with that story because and that's what people are gonna say. Well, he's a bodyguard, and he's supposed to. Majority of the bodyguards are ex-police officers and military people or whatever. They're well trained. And they know. That's what they know the line enforcement. They got some type of attachment. So for you to say that, I don't know. We see how that goes. So I think that's why they're trying to come after J Prince. I don't see. And yeah, you're a bodyguard and you see a gun and you see a firearm, he's gonna defend you. He probably gonna bust back. It's supposed to do that. Calling the man an idiot and said, that's not how we get down, and we were disrespectful, and then Mike start crying. So he might do some time beyond that. He might go to jail. He gonna do some time. I'm telling you, he gonna do some time. I don't believe J Prince was, out there. I mean, paying a bill. My bad, paying a bill. J Prince Jr. I believe he was there, and yeah, it's just he didn't. We got to show the video. We can talk about other videos and all these videos. So where the video you paying the bill? We gotta stop snitching on ourselves. Stop. Think before we talk. And this camera sees everything. People are gonna say, well, there's no camera view, there's no video of you paying a bill, because what people are gonna be asking now is like, what they gonna want to see? Because people like to ask. You know, y'all talking all this, saying all this open case that's not solved, fresh murder. Still, it's still a fresh murder because it's not solved. Murder is only a mystery, a cold case if it's like I say 5 years, 4 years. So it's still fresh. But yeah, somebody is definitely going on for that murder. And yeah, the Prince family, J Prince, the mob tie is this was messy. This wasn't, you know, done right. And a lot of stuff happened there that was maybe wasn't a part of the plan. And that's why y'all looking like this. Like I said, that's why y'all looking like this. Because when you plan something or something's, happen, like we in here, me, rice, money, and when I get a bomb. And it's happening all the time. It's happening in the hood all the time. You know, shooting after somebody. Or somebody, try to, two-person shooting at somebody. Bomb the next person, shooting, and the next person might try to go beside the next person and shoot, and then bomb the person that's shooting, kick, bam, and then bam, goes over it, might hit the next person beside them or whatever, hit your friend by accident. Yeah, maybe they was trying to do something, but not to take off. As I'm gonna say, maybe the Quavo. And I strongly believe that they was trying to hit Quavo. That's just me. They tried to rob Quavo, and then trying to hit him after the argument. Because Takeoff had nothing, no argument, nobody. He was probably like, damn, I'm on the wall, watching talking, talking to a girl. I mean, people's, and yeah. Crazy, man. Like J Prince's fault for what he said at the end, though. It's very foul and disrespectful. I can't believe he even said that about, um, y'all was even good anyway. So, why y'all taking these positions? Why you speaking up on these positions? And that's what we gotta understand. We can't say certain things. A lot of people think they could say certain things because, oh yeah, all right, I'm gonna say certain things. You can't do that. You cannot say certain things. It doesn't work like that. So disrespectful, and I hope I hope he I hope he think, man. I hope he just, I hope he, hey, let me show you something. Every, everybody got an expired date. J Prince is acting like he had no expired date. Uh, they always gonna replace you with somebody. How long does Suge Knight last in the game? What do you think? They're not gonna replace you too? Just that they have to find that person. And yeah, man, you better watch saying all that crazy stuff, man. Talking about, oh, he wasn't cool with Takeoff like that, so why he taking these positions? Obviously, that's his family. Niggas gonna step up if they have a problems with their dad, their uncle or whatever. Niggas gonna put that shit behind them. You know what I mean? That shit gone. All that shit ain't problem. A nigga that's still keeping that feeling and still carrying that feeling like that, it's a sucker. And don't want to bring the family back together and put the family on the top. It's a sucker move. We start we start falling apart. They start falling apart. They only started, getting the what? They was better together, all three of them. I was then, no stuff that happened to them when they're falling apart. Come on, ain't nobody gonna buy a Quavo album. Ain't nobody listen to Quavo like that. Be real, y'all. Y'all know Offset is that nigga. This is why we had Takeoff, and he would just, you know, picked up where Offset was. But I don't think, Quavo. No, I think Quavo just using the opportunity for him to be that single rapper that he always wanted to be. The music industry push you, force you to do these things. Force friends to turn on friends. They force family members to turn on family members. We see that with rock bands. We see that with, you know, pop groups. We see that with R&B groups. We see that with rap groups. They force you to turn against each other. They they force you to do things what you want to do. And if Offset is not on board with what Quavo is doing and the agenda he's following, then it's always going to be about Quavo. This is why Cardi B and him is on the low. They know. You know? Um, the whole beefing over the girl, and y'all should have left that. That shouldn't have been a problem. As I said, on the real nigga shit growing up in the hood. True story. Me and my nigga know the same girl, but we met her in different places. And he ain't never been a problem. You know what I mean? I think that was his girl. You know what I mean? And it's happened on one day that he called. I called the phone and he picked up. We never had a problem. There's no, bullets flying. John B was an ill nigga. Ill nigga. All my majority of my niggas are like that. But that was one particular story that every time we gotta talk about. Because we played it so easy. You know what I mean? We never let it really, brought no attention between us. We already know what it was. He did his thing. You know what I mean? My nigga was a player anyway. But certain niggas are players. And they got hella girl, and they'll still let that one girl come between them and their homies. Or your family. Come on now, I'm just saying. That's what your girl wanna go do with your family member or whatever. And y'all wanna carry feelings about that and break up and break off, and that's some soft shit. Some soft shit. I don't like it. Good shit. That is some soft shit. So y'all need to stop doing the whole, beefing, fighting, and doing all of that. Well, shit. You know what I mean? None of these hoes are the fuck, but none. This girl that y'all fighting over, what Quavo bringing his feelings over, they never made it. This girl, she probably wouldn't been fucking y'all niggas. She probably fucking with some other niggas, fucking with their cousins, their brothers. You know what I mean? They producers or wherever. You know what I mean? Just so they could live that lifestyle. Certain girls just fuck niggas one time and they, nigga doing shit for them all over. Doing this, buying bags, buying shoes, doing all this shit. They, you know what I mean? They suckers like that. They suckers. You a nigga carrying feelings over a girl, and you got all that money. Like that nigga Gilly said, you ain't a regular nigga. Cut it out. Cut it out. You got all that money. You get any girl you want. Cut it out. It don't make no sense. As I said, for me, I think Quavo always wanted to be that that you know that standout one. The end of the day, the end of it, and it's all over. The last man standing, Amigos is him. That's just me. I always think like that. I don't know. That's just me. I think that's just me. The softest, you know. Everybody talk, but we all see what transpired before takeoff that he was way better than Quavo. You know. Could you imagine if it would have just been Offset
and Offset and Takeoff. That started it. Because Takeoff had told you on Drink Champ, like, yo, I'm not being on most of the tracks, but yo, I'm the nigga behind the scene, writing this shit, doing this shit. So this whole fighting between, over, and because I'm gonna say this before, I don't care what nobody say, I don't care who is a Quavo fan. I'm not trying to, you know, be a J Prince and escalate the situation between these two family members. You know what I mean? Because we can't see J Prince be trying to keep his family together, right? But then you want to rip somebody else's family apart. How the fuck does that make sense? How does that make sense? Oh, he wasn't cool with Take anyways. Offset. So you shouldn't be taking certain positions, nigga. You is not the leader of their family. You was not their uncle. You was not their daddy. You was J Prince Jr. daddy that needs his daddy to talk for him every time. He cannot defend himself. He needs you to come and speak up for him because he can't talk for himself. So how are you gonna sit there and tell um, Offset all that? Listen, man. It's sad, bro. I can't believe y'all niggas still in your feelings over some pussy. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Offset know a nigga right now that fuck Cardi B. And he ain't feeling no type of way. Because he know he was out there hitting some pussy at the same time or some next nigga girl. Come on, you know? Real shit. You got a hoe, my nigga, she a hoe. You got one, you know what I mean? If she wanted the baddest, the hottest rapper in the group, which was Offset, and Quavo looked like he's still carrying feelings of a pussy, cause that's what he got right now. Look at pussy got you. You lost your family member. Carrying your feelings of a pussy, look what it got you. You lost Takeoff, my nigga. You out here looking like Black Phantom of the Opera and shit, doing all this shit. Shit too early. And you're disrespectful. As I said, you trying to be the main dude, you know. I think it's disrespectful for him. For me, we riding together and somebody drop out and you're doing all this tribute first. I don't want to be on second or third. We're doing this together. That's how you drop it. You can't come up by yourself doing all that. And I said that already. That's lame. That's lame. Fighting your family, like were y'all gonna be fighting at the like was y'all fighting at the funeral too? Come on, man. Y'all cut it up, man. At the end of the day, some sucker shit. Y'all have girls making you acting like this. And if y'all wasn't on top or wasn't making money like that, she would have been doing the same thing with some sucking some next rapper off and doing the same shit. So why would you even let it go that stretch the beef over some pussy over that long? True story. That's why I say y'all niggas ain't no real hood niggas. What's going on, family? Cause I'm gonna roll up a little thing, but it's gonna be a zigzag. Real shit. True story. Niggas, and I know you agree with me, y'all. Niggas who beef with niggas over coochie, my nigga. Niggas who beef with niggas over coochie, my nigga, is some sucker shit. Especially your own family member. That's why Gilly just said it. You ain't a regular nigga. We can't do regular nigga shit. If Quavo's still in his feelings about what happened with his girl, between his girl and upset. That's his. You know, that's some sucker shit. But that's some sucker shit. That's it. Y'all, you know. See, this is why y'all gotta. Yeah, this is why he a genuine nigga, and this is why his girl beside his side, because she know what type of game this is. You know. You think Cardi B don't know that Quavo wanna be the only nigga stand out? She knew that. What's good, family? What's good, family? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, I know, but fam, me and you, family, dog. I already much respect to my nigga EST. We family, dog. We come in the game together, and nothing. As I said, true story. Me and my nigga named John, we from the same hood. You know, but my nigga was a player too. I mean, um, call as good as I met. I called her phone one day. He picked up. And you know what I mean? Whatever. He never let know. He's like, oh yeah, da. Call her back. She's not here right now. My nigga ill like that. She's not around. Call back right now. Or like, you know, she stepped off for a bit. I don't know. I forgot what he said. Call her back or something like that. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. So I went back to the hood now that we're smoking, and they were like, yo, man, let me talk to you for a second. We're like, yo, that was that you? And I'm like, yeah. Not me, I want to know. I'm like, yeah, that was you, right? He's like, I thought it was you. And it was just like, no feelings. My nigga did what he had to do. You know what I mean? And I mean, what he had to do, fucked her off for a couple of months. That was it. You know, move around. You see what I'm saying? I already know, like, you know what I mean? You know about that. You know what I'm saying? And real shit, it's that. You ain't got to bring it that far. Now I'm about love. Once a girl violate, it should violate. You know what I mean? And you got to choose. You know, Takeoff chose Coochie. Not bad. Not I think it's him Takeoff. Quavo chose Coochie, and that's why the whole family fell apart. Because when you do pussy moves, shit like that happen. You're stronger together. You know, and I strongly believe Quavo believe it's better if it's just him. And soon he's gonna be saying there's only one amigo. There's not no two amigos. There's not gonna be no amigos. The name is gonna be changed probably just now with all this chaos and fight and family shit going on. I would not be surprised if the name changed. I would not be surprised. Right. Real shit. I know, but yo, I don't know, yo. I don't know. listen, yo. There's, it's just, man. I don't know. We gotta know. We gotta see these things. You gotta see these things. Oh man, but them niggas got hella money. You know, come on, man. You know, it seemed like I said this shit was, the game. We seen this. It does that to people all the time. Yeah, but that was back in the, that's all. But that's, in the industry that's going on right now, majority of the beefs them started, nothing started over like that, drugs or nothing. Majority of them started over with just girls and people have problems. But like, I can't believe they're supposed to be this family member that came up with this brilliant plan. I know, but we got both at the same time though, I know what you're saying, but them two gotta let that go. They can't be beefing like that. You know, they gotta let that go. That family, they're a different chapter right now. We already lost us. We already lost her. You know what I mean? What we gonna do? Kill each other? You know what I mean? We got to make, at one point they got to make, they got to come together and make some sacrifices and do it, are you going to allow what? Y'all going to, y'all allow people to disrespect? Because people are going to be, J Prince and them is have a problem with Offset. And, somebody might say something like, it's going to be crazy. No, whack. He's just know he's going to be talking shit about, oh man, but it be like that, man. You can't make, I don't know. It's just that you can't make certain things blind you, especially when you're a superstar. You gotta be blind. You gotta do the blind. You can't be. Pac had that. Biggie had that. Madonna. No, none of these girls. Faith Evans. None of these girls had these niggas weak. I mean, even though the problem with the but really we all know Pac didn't have no faith. They tried to pull that scenario on Biggie. No, that was different. That was just like whatever. But we can't make the devil in the red dress or the devil in the blue dress. Blind us sometimes. Especially when and for Quavo, he thought he was on top, but that's why I heard him. It's not the fact that it's just because she wanted the boss, and he wasn't a boss. No, Offset, and the next time he's a nigga, and it goes like that. Some people want to hang around you this time because you're talking about certain story, you talking about certain like, and this is going on, and it's just like she's one, he figured out why he sure took from that. Oh, I see what type of girl you is. You want to be on this hype because he is popping at this time, or people talking about him, or you know what I mean, or that's what he sure took from that. But your heart love is involved. So a lot of these niggas ain't no street niggas like that. You should know. You should know. I know. Who's this girl by now? He should have been had a girl by now. So I'm saying there's something about him that, I don't know, there's something about him that is, I wouldn't be surprised if I hear other stuff about him though. Your boy out here, coming up. But I'm just saying you're in a regular nigga though. When you're in a position, I understand, but you gotta shake yourself and say, damn, I could get a next girl. I could do this. I could do that. I could go this. You know what I mean? I could go out down here until I find I could go here and go on this. You know what I mean? I go hook up with her until I find, you know what I mean? Until I find the right one. You know what I mean? Like you is motherfucking Quavo. You ain't a regular dude. But when you never had it, when you want to get certain things at that time, then yeah. Yeah, motherfucking yeah. I see why. But them dudes, man, they shouldn't be fighting. It should be a new chapter for y'all. Y'all out there fighting and shit like that. Y'all should be fighting. J Prince and them trying to keep their family talking about them been in there for 30 years. Y'all want to stay in there for that long. To know people like that, to got pullers, to do y'all thing. I am undermine y'all and blindside y'all with all the bullshit. It's a lot of fuckery, too much fuckery that's going on. It's just like, don't let them niggas trying to play with y'all. But yeah, that is my thoughts on this, reaction to this video and story right here. Y'all can and it goes for anybody too, yo. Somebody die, or your mom or dad in the family, you have a problem with your people, don't be gonna be fighting. It happens in real life too. And if it does, and anybody want to listen to you, just stay away from them people who are doing that. If you're a part of that family, I don't think they should be doing all that and then saying they fight backstage and do all that. You know what I mean? That is whack as hell. That is whack. When I'm about to pay tribute to your family members, not only one person family member, both of y'all family members. So I understand where Offset was coming from, but yeah, you know what I mean. Know who y'all. Remember y'all. Blood thicker than water. Family is really, really, icky.
Ed? No.